the spring of 1875, me, Jonathan Harker, a man who lives and works in London, buying and selling houses for other people, receives a letter from Transylvania. A man named Count Dracula wanted me to visit him for business at his castle, not knowing the atrocities that would take place in my life from that moment.
One cozy afternoon, Jonathan and his fiancée, Mina, are sitting next to each other, while he's reading a book and Mina is checking their correspondence, when a suspicious envelope signed from Transylvania catches the couple's attention.
Darling, I think this letter might be for you.
Who does it come from? It says it comes from Transylvania. It must be for Count Dracula.
Oh, is that the wealthy count that contacts you to buy a house here in England? What are you waiting for? Please open it.
There's it, Harker. I am writing this letter to invite you to Transylvania to visit me. I would like to discuss the house that you helped me to buy in London and have a conversation with you about it face to face.
Oh, let me see that. Oh, since you found the perfect house for him, he wants you to take all the papers for it to Transylvania and discuss the detail about it in his castle.
I don't know, Mina. We're getting married in a few months. And I don't want you to leave you like that. I'll here alone.
But you must go, Jonathan. The count is rich, and perhaps he will give you more work later. This is a great opportunity. Just think about it, okay?
All right. For us, I will go to Transylvania.
After he agrees to go to the beautiful, strange, and mysterious Transylvania in the long trip after, Jonathan arrives high in the mountains at the Count's home, Castle Dracula. With a cross on his neck and warnings given by townspeople, he stands in front of the castle's door, afraid and lonely in the silence of a dark night.
It is just a strange castle. Probably the townspeople were exaggerating. You're going to finish this, and you're going to be fine.
Come in, Mr. Harker. I am Count Dracula. I was waiting for you.
Count Dracula took Jonathan to a warm room so they could talk and eat something.
Before we start this conversation, Mr. Harker, I want you to know there are some rooms in the castle that are locked. You can go anywhere, but you must not try to enter these rooms. Okay then, Mr. Dracula. The house. The house. Tell me everything about it, please. Well, it's a very house, old and dark, with a high wall around it. Has trees everywhere, that's why it's so dark. Anything else? Yeah, it has a little church too. So I shall be near to that. You look tired. Go to bed now. Our business now is finished, so I must go. I don't want you to leave yet. You know, I'm planning to go there myself soon. Tell me about it sending things to England by ship. My fiance's friend, Lucy, and her mother were staying by the sea. Mina, my fiance, was planning to visit them soon. Humans. How stupidly innocent. What trail have I got myself into? What do I have to do? Everything is locked. I need to get out of here. Write to Mina. Tell her your work here is finished and you're coming home. Say that you're down the mountains. Put June 29th on the letter.
I guess that I know what day he wants to kill me.
A week later, everything stays the same. Workmen are moving things from the castle to a ship to England, but Jonathan sees that his only hope is to go downstairs and steal the keys of the castle. He enters the room of coffins where the count is sleeping.
I know you were a vampire.
Mina is worried. Jonathan hasn't come back, and a Russian ship has arrived in London with coffins on it. Lucy, her friend, is staying with her while Jonathan is not at home, to take care of her and spend time together.
Lucy, I'm getting very concerned about this situation. He doesn't write me often, and when he does, his letters are strange and very short.
Don't think about it that way. Maybe he's just busy working with the Countess's castle.
But why if he's in danger? Why didn't he come back to England and to me?
Don't worry, Mina. We have to stay positive. He will be here with you soon.
But suddenly, her friend Lucy gets very sick without reason, and with 2 little marks on her neck.
Oh my God, Lucy, he's alive, He was healed in a hospital in Budapest. What should I do? I don't want to leave you like that in this condition.
Oh, Mina, so happy for you right now. You will finally meet him again and get married like you always wanted to.
Yeah.
Don't stop just for me. Go and get your man back.
Yeah, I must get to Jonathan immediately. He's everything to me and he needs me.
When she comes back to London with Jonathan in her arms, they get married, and she learns the truth about Count Dracula. All because Jonathan wrote everything in his diary.
I miss you, Jonathan. I'm glad to be at home with you again.
I'm glad too. I love you, man.
I love you too, Jonathan. We didn't expect anyone, did we?
Oh, I think someone just left a letter for us.
Really? Who does it come from?
Miss Mina, I know from your letters to Lucy that you were her dearest friend. I would very much like to meet you, to talk about the time when you were with Lucy at Whitby.
Oh God, I don't want to assume the worst. I hope Lucy is okay. Don't worry, I will.
Miss Mina?
Yes, she is. And who are you?
Oh, sorry. Let me introduce myself. I am Professor Van Helsing, and I came here representing Lucy's doctor.
Please come in and take a seat. Has Lucy's illness stopped?
I'm afraid that I don't have good news. Dear, I'm sorry, but your friend is dead.
That's not possible. How could it happen?
After that terrible news,
Van Helsing told the couple everything about poor Lucy's terrible death.
Wait, vampires? Here?
Oh god.
The reason that I came here is because you were with her at the beginning. And I wonder if you remember something strange at the time.
Let me think. I remember. At the same time that Lucy got sick, a Russian ship arrived in London with coffins on it.
Did you say coffins?
Yes, that's what I said.
It's the Count, here in London. Oh my goodness, I was so stupid. I told him about Lucy, about you. He knows everything.
Excuse me, but who is the Count that you're talking about?
Then Mina gave Van Helsing Jonathan's diary, and he learned about the time that Jonathan was at the castle Dracula.
Well, now I begin to understand so many things. This Count Dracula, he was the vampire that killed poor Miss Lucy. And I made a promise to her family. So, before he hurt someone else, will you help me to find him?
Absolutely. Dracula must die.
Well, do we have any idea where he is?
From what you said, I think he is in the house you bought for him in London.
I agree with you.
I have learned much about vampires from old books. They can come out only at night. During the day, they are like dead bodies, and they must have a place to hide. If we can find him in a coffin, we can kill him.
That night, Van Helsing and Jonathan went out together to the Count's house to see if he was there. Mina did not go, but Jonathan was afraid to leave her alone.
Wow, I only heard stories about it, and now that I saw the coffin, it turns out to be real. We are late. The Count is coming. The grasses, they can hurt him.
You think that crosses can hurt me, Jonathan? You will see that I can do something more painful than killing you.
Now he has seen us. Mina may be in danger.
They run the fastest they can, expecting the worst. Later, they arrive and everything was quiet. When they entered the room, a tall, dark silhouette was standing in the moonlight. In his arm, he held Mina. Dracula was holding her while he drank her blood.
Leave her alone!
Now she will be one of us, dear Jonathan. Oh, Mina, my love, what has happened? Tell us.
Don't leave me, Jonathan. Please don't leave me. Stay with me.
Oh, Jonathan, he beat her. We have only one option. We have to kill Dracula.
The next day, the three of them went to find Dracula, only to discover that he decided to leave England. Mina is connected to Dracula's thoughts, and with the sound of a ship moving through the water inside her head, they were able to know what was the next stop of the Count, the one and only Transylvania.
3 weeks went by. We have to think of a new plan.
My dears, before I change into a vampire, you must kill me. Tell me that you will do that for me.
She's right. Oh, poor Mina is in a great danger. She is already beginning to change. We must find him and kill him before it's too late.
We have to hit him before he enters in his castle. We will catch him in the road in the daylight. And then I will pierce his heart with a cross.
By late afternoon, on the next day, they were getting near to the castle. Suddenly, they saw, on the road in front of them, some men with a cart resting in the middle of the way.
I cannot do this. I am tired. Wait a second, boys. Look at that.
Next to the cart, there's a coffin.
Dracula has to be inside.
Your time has come, Dracula.
You're safe. Your wife and England. Well done, Jonathan.
Thank you for everything, Mackenzie. And now it's over, my love.
He's finally dead.
Now everything will be okay.
We can begin to live again.